We've all had that feeling, right? You download an app, log in, and it just works flawlessly first time. No hitches, everything's smooth. But have you ever stopped to think about what's going on behind the scenes to make sure that basic stuff holds up, especially when time is tight for developers? Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something called non-destructive software testing, or NDT. We looked at some, specialized articles and research, trying to get into a bit of a shortcut to understanding how software gets deployed with confidence.
Yeah, and it's interesting because non-destructive testing, fundamentally, it's all about using the software application correctly. You might hear it called positive testing or happy path testing.
Yeah.
The whole idea is just to confirm it behaves exactly like you expect it to, gives the right results when things go right.
Okay, happy path testing. I like that. So if it's about the happy path, why the term non-destructive? Does that mean some testing is destructive, like trying to break things on purpose?
That's a really good question. It really gets to the heart of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, other kinds of testing definitely do try to break the software. They push its limits, look for bugs, vulnerabilities. But NDT, its main job is just confirming things work without messing up the system's state or causing, unexpected crashes. It's all about checking those basic operations are solid.
Okay, so give me an example, like the login you mentioned.
Exactly. Think about logging into an app. NDT is just checking. If I put in the correct username, the correct password, .drea, I actually get to the next page successfully. That's it. Or maybe you're signing up and there's an email field. NDT makes sure that if you put in a properly formatted email, it accepts it and lets you move on. Simple. Expected actions.
Right, that makes a lot of sense, especially like thinking about how all the different parts of software are connected, which makes me wonder, when does this happy path testing usually happen? My first thought might be, oh, that's probably like the last check they do, right? When everything's meant to be finished.
Yeah. You'd think so, wouldn't you? It seems logical. But actually, here's something a bit surprising from the research. NDT is often the very first type of testing done, like right at the beginning of the whole software development process, the SDLC. And interestingly, it's also what testers fall back on when time is really, really tight.
First. Wow. Okay, why first?
Well, it sets up a baseline, a baseline of trust. If the basic happy path isn't even working, what's the point in spending time on complicated negative tests or stress tests? It's like trying to hang pictures when the walls aren't even properly built yet. You need that solid foundation first.
Gotcha. Validate the core stuff right out of the gate. That definitely sounds efficient. So what's the actual strategy then? Is the mindset
That's pretty if it works. Precisely. The whole approach needs to be positive. The goal is always to demonstrate, yes, this application will work correctly if you give it the valid inputs it expects. There aren't really any complex requirements for how to do it. The best practice is just confirm it does what it's supposed to. And this is so fundamental, right? It shows the software meets its specs, performs as needed, and crucially meets the basic needs of the end user. Plus, it lets you verify small bits of code or features without accidentally breaking something else related.
Ah, okay, that's important.
Yeah, it's huge in complex systems, where one tiny change over here could cause unexpected problems way over there. NDT helps isolate things because it sticks to that intended flow. It helps find issues without creating new ones.
Okay, let's talk about that ripple effect you mentioned. Say you have an app, it's got a login page, a home page, maybe a user details section, lots of connected pieces. And let's say there's a bug. On the login page, maybe it wrongly accepts usernames with fewer than 6 characters, but the rule says 6 or more. So the team fixes that bug. Now, with NDT, you don't just test the login page again, do you?
Absolutely not. And this is where NDT really shines for overall system health. After that bug fix on the login page, the testing team will actually perform NDT across all the other modules too. The home page, the user details, everything.
Ah, okay, so why?
To make absolutely sure that the fix didn't inadvertently break something else, you need to ensure the entire application still works properly, still follows its happy path everywhere else. It's not just of that one little fix. It's about confirming the whole system's integrity is still intact. That smooth user experience is still there across the board.
That makes perfect sense. It's about maintaining the whole ecosystem.
Exactly. So yeah, to kind of wrap it up, non-destructive testing is really about confirming the software works correctly. It ensures the quality and the basic functionality along that expected happy path. It's really that essential first check, the verification that the core digital structure is sound.
So think about it. The next time you just breeze through logging into an app or, completing some task online without a hitch, Take a moment to consider that silent assurance NDT provides. It's like this invisible guardian just making sure your digital world behaves itself. How might knowing about this foundational testing change how you appreciate the software you rely on every day? Maybe even value those first, often unseen steps that make complex things feel simple.